Good morning. It is about 8:45 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I woke up and pretty much immediately grabbed my phone and started scrolling on it. I had been thinking about doing a no scroll Sunday for a couple of weeks since my friend, her wife was doing one a couple of weeks ago. She told me about it, and I hadn't seen that yet on my social media, but now I have. It popped up after she told me about it, of course. And so I watched a couple of people's videos on their no scroll Sundays, and I was like, that's something I should do. It's been kind of what I've said I was trying to do, is cut back on just picking up the phone and wasting time scrolling. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in, you don't have to be constantly productive. It is a Sunday. It's my day off. The Sunday scaries have already started. That's how bad work stresses me out at this point in my life, is that Sunday scaries start first thing on a Sunday morning. So I think it's fine to rest. We have to rest, and it's not like I need to jump up on Sunday morning and immediately clean the entire house, though I will do some cleaning today. I always do. I don't need to read an entire book. I don't need to do whatever, very productive task everyone thinks you should do, because you can't waste any of your time. No, I totally am fine with like couch sitting. I'm a couch potato, an excellent couch potato, but I think the scrolling part of it is it just agitates me, because I get worked up about something. Like I'll see someone's post, and of course they're meant to get engagement. So whether it's a good thing that is funny, or worse is when someone, or it's a bot or something, clearly posts something that's meant to get people riled up and kind of arguing. And I don't need that. I don't need to be doing that. And I don't need to be scrolling through people's videos all day, just being like envious of their life or whatever. Recently, there's been quite a few popped up on my YouTube feed that are like what I read as a full-time reader, and I make full-time book content, which I watch a lot of full-time book creators. So I think just lately, that's just kind of what I want to do, is I want to stay home and read all day. And so that coming up, I've actually said to my boyfriend that I'm just going to stay home and be a full-time reader. And, we joke about that now, because that's where my ambition is at this point in my life, is that's all I really want to do. But if I just sit and watch videos about that all morning, or read threads and get agitated, that's not a rest state. That's more like getting me agitated and upset. And I think Sunday should be for rest, rejuvenation, and doing things out in the world if I feel like it, or getting some chores done so my house feels comfortable, but not feeling like it needs to be completely scrubbed clean and organized, because that would also be stressful. So what I'm gonna do now is, there is an estate sale that we noticed when we were yard selling yesterday. And I said I'd leave it up to this morning to decide. I usually do, if I'm gonna go out just for a quick estate sale trip. This is mostly for buying stuff, or looking for stuff to buy and then sell online to earn extra money, which I do. And yesterday was a pretty good yard sale day. I found a few good things. And so I feel like I wanna go out and just see if this estate sale has anything good. And we do still need a dining table in this house that we bought a year ago. We still haven't found one that fits what we want and need, and that is not too expensive. So I'm keeping my eye out for that. So it's not just to kind of fill time and fill space, and though it's good to get out of the house, I don't like to just go shopping for shopping's sake to fill time. I'd rather just go for a walk. So I think I might do that too. I think I'm gonna go, because the estate sale's at 10, I'm gonna go a little bit early and maybe walk around the neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood that it's in. I can walk around a little bit before they actually open up the estate sale. We'll see if that will be possible. I have lots of laundry to do. I need to tidy up the kitchen. I don't know how much I'm gonna take you along with me because I don't know how good the footage would be. I don't have a lot of stuff to set up to show you things I'm doing, but at least let's try to have I don't wanna say productive day, have a enriching day, a day where I can do things that I enjoy and try to not just numb the Sunday scaries with scrolling and making me feel worse, but also not just trying to push myself to like read a certain amount, because sometimes I do that where I'm like, well, focus in on your reading and get some reading done, and it makes it more of a chore than fun. So let's just try to have something that's an enriching day. And I will be reading though. I do have my book that I am working on. I started a couple of weeks ago. This is Us Three by Ruth Jones. I picked this up in Elgin, Scotland last year because my train got canceled to go back to where I was staying in Inverness, and so I went into the Asda that was right next to the train station. I like exploring the Asdas because it's a Walmart but kind of nicer. I mean, if you know, you know. Walmart's a little bit crazy here, but Asda's owned by Walmart over there, and it's just like, if it's just the British version of Walmart is so much nicer. But I like their book selections. I think it was like £5 for this. And I bought a book the last time I visited from an Asda. And also because I was waiting for my train and I didn't have my book with me. Like what was I thinking that like when I'm waiting for stuff, I should have a book available to read. So I picked up this book and I like started it while I was waiting for the train, but then like probably a chapter or something, and then didn't really continue on with it. So I was looking at it recently and thought like, oh yeah, like a contemporary women's fiction would be great for right now. So Ruth Jones, if you are not a Gavin and Stacey fan, she's a writer and actress. So this show, Gavin and Stacey, if you haven't watched it, I think you would enjoy it. I think it's on BritBox right now, but you can probably get like the DVD from your library. I think mine probably has it. I'll have to check that, see if we have the library DVD. But she co-wrote it with James Corden and then starred in it with him and the wonderful cast. But I love her. I have enjoyed her so much in a couple other things I've seen her in. And I think I'd seen before she was now writing fiction. And so I thought I should pick this up. I think this looks like a great thing to grab. And so far it's excellent. I'm really enjoying it. So I'll read a little bit of that today. But you know what? I want to get going on. I need to do some laundry and going before I leave to go to this estate sale. So let me go ahead and get some of that laundry in, and we'll see what we get up to today. And on this enjoyable, let's not scroll anymore. Since I've already scrolled today, I don't know if I can call it a no scroll Sunday, but let's not scroll anymore Sunday. It's not quite 10, but people drove up and right in front of me and then like looked like they went into the house. So I guess you can go for a little walk after we check out and see what they have in here.
Mom? What? Did you get those little drawers for my paper? I put it on your stack.
All right, as you could see, they didn't have much in there. Must have been like a move out sale. I did pick up a couple of these little Bose speakers. They're pretty good. They were $5 a piece. I think these are things I can flip, but I'm gonna put these in the car, and it is already getting so hot, but I'm gonna walk around just a little bit, get a few steps in. And then I decided I want to make a quick trip to Aldi. So I'm gonna do a little walk and then pop into Aldi. I'm gonna walk over on this side a little bit because there's at least some shade. It is getting too hot for me already. We are well into summer with well into the 90-degree temperatures and very humid. I'm gonna have to start doing my morning walk like really, really early. I do on my work day because I walk to work and I get a nice walk in the morning, but it's just too hot by 10 o'clock, especially in the direct sun. It's a beautiful neighborhood though, really pleasant. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. This is a terrible angle, I think I was saying, but I don't think I'm gonna go through everything that I picked up at Aldi. It's not much. I just went to get some stuff for lunch for work this week, and I was just at a loss for what I want to eat. I'm kind of terrible of buying food at the grocery store and then not taking it to work and then just getting like fast food because there's a bunch of places nearby, and being lazy about that, which is, it's not just that it's like more expensive, it's also just not healthy and it makes me feel sick. So one of the things I've been trying to do too is just take lunch a few more times a week and actually take the stuff that I've bought and not waste the food that I bought at the store that was meant to take for lunches. But I did get that Asiago sandwich roll, sort of ciabatta style ones that said $1 off. I had been eyeing these anyway. The full price was $3.49, I believe. I'd been eyeing these anyway because I love like when they put Asiago cheese on bagels and breads and stuff like this. So I got that. I have some deli meat in the fridge that I got at on a previous shopping trip a couple weeks ago that I've been supposed to be eating for my lunches, and I think I did
once, maybe twice, if I'm honest. And so at least if I get a couple of lunches out of that, that'll be good, but that looks really good. And then I got this kimbap. I have never really liked sushi very much, but I saw this on somebody else's video where she was saying her daughter's obsessed with this, so she's always buying like a bunch of them. I think she gets them from Trader Joe's, but this looked very similar. Looks like the same exact thing to me. I'm gonna guess that I won't love this, but I was intrigued. It says Korean style imitation crab, egg, carrot, spinach, and pickled daikon in a seaweed rice roll. And I don't know, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like worth a try. And sometimes I get suckered into trying some new thing that maybe I don't know if I'll like, but I try it. And then I got some chicken salad just for maybe to go on if I don't want to do the deli meat on the Asiago roll, I can try the chicken salad and see if that'll work for me to actually eat the lunch that I bought at the grocery store instead of going out and getting stupid fast food, junk food. Let's be honest, junk food. I have a terrible diet. I'm trying to be better, but I'm failing. And I also, one thing I always get is something sweet. I have never seen this before, and I love key lime flavored stuff. So it's key lime parfait. It's a tiny little thing. That will be my dessert later today. By later today, it might be in, a few minutes. It is about 11:30 right now, so I'm home now from a fairly busy morning out. I'm glad I went out, and I'm glad I went to that estate sale and found a couple things. And just, even though it was too hot to walk, I walked for a little bit just to do something different besides the scrolling. Speaking of which, I just barely missed one of the lights coming home, and I've gotten into a bad habit of saying, oh, this is a long light, so I pull out my phone, just kind of like automatically pull out my phone, and then I go to like scroll on Threads or Instagram or something, just because I can't just sit there and, in the car. And it's what a long light is, 2 minutes, a minute and a half. It's not that long. And I found myself doing it. I pulled it out just once in the last kind of light on the way home, and I went, what am I doing? Don't do that. And I put the phone away. So I feel like this is gonna be a struggle today, but I'm gonna I haven't eaten yet actually. So I'm gonna have like brunchy, lunchy, whatever I have here, some snacks or something, and put away the food. And then I'm gonna go, I still have laundry to do, and then I'm gonna go read my book. Okay, it's about 4:20. It's about 4:20, and I sat down to read my book on the couch and read for a little while, and then I fell asleep. I had a nice long nap, and not surprising because I didn't sleep too well last night, so I feel a little bit better now that I had a little sleep. But I had hoped to read a little bit more of my book. I just read a few more pages now after I woke up, because I went to grab for my phone, and I thought, you're not supposed to be scrolling. Stop just reaching for your phone and scrolling as soon as you wake up.
So I didn't. I played a little bit of my cozy game on there, but that I'm not including in the social media. I am including YouTube. Like I thought about opening YouTube and watching something, and I also said, no, don't watch any YouTube. And I have sometimes the TV on here. I think I've shown it before, where I'll do like the cozy ambiance on YouTube, or I'll have like a walking or driving video, because I like to have that in the background, like while I'm reading. I enjoy travel content, but that way I can watch something and it's like taking me away to somewhere else, but I can just sit and read my book. Sometimes I do it for where the book is set, and it is kind of nice actually. But I also said, don't just sit here and watch this TV all day, and don't just binge watch YouTube, because you want to spend your time reading. And I am now, I'd say, almost halfway through the book. I'm loving it. No surprise, because of the way that Ruth Jones's characters in her TV shows are always, they feel like real people. They feel, oh good, the air conditioning finally cut off. We've been having trouble with it. Apologies for the loud noises. It's kind of cranking. So it's supposed to get fixed hopefully later this week. We need it here in the summer. But yeah, so her characters, especially in Gavin and Stacey, they feel like you know them. They are unique people. They have their, they're so well-rounded, and I feel the same way about the characters in here. Not just like the main three young women that are all best friends, like they're the focus of the story, but there's all kinds of other supporting characters, their boyfriends, their families, other people they know in this world, and you feel like these are all unique people. They're real people, and so interesting, and some are lovable and some are obnoxious and you can't stand them, but you feel like they are people out there, that they are fully fleshed out. She just writes that so well. I have a feeling, so I've just got to about the halfway point, almost halfway, I think, like I said, and a couple of big things have happened. I think something like really bad is gonna happen, because they're still friends, but I think what happens is something kind of rips the three of them apart, and that's where the story is gonna go next. So I can see where it could happen, but I'm not sure exactly what is gonna finally make them all fall out with each other. And I think they're supposed to like come back together in the end, and it will be maybe not a happy ending. This feels like it could be kind of like it's happy overall, but that there's like a lot of sad things happen. I wouldn't say sad, it's like a lot of just life things happen, and so I don't know if it's gonna be so sad that it's gonna make me cry. It hasn't made me cry or anything yet. Or if it's just gonna be one of those where like it kind of, it hurts a little bit that something bad happens to someone that you care about. I don't know yet. I'm not sure where exactly it's gonna go, but I have a feeling it's going to continue to be an excellent read. And even if she, does something in the book that is very sad, that it will still feel like the right choice to make in the story, because she just writes so beautifully. I love this book. I just looked up because I wasn't sure how many other books she's written, and she's got 2 more novels. So I think this was the second one. It said, so she wrote one before this, was her debut. Then she wrote this one, and then she's got a newer one out. So I'm definitely going to go. I can't imagine that I won't enjoy the rest of the book. So I'm assuming I will go and get the other 2 books that she's written and enjoy them. But I'm not sure. I'll probably just have to buy them. I don't know that these the library can get, but I'll check in on that too to see if the library can get them and save me a little bit of money. So yeah, I'm gonna read for a little bit more. I told myself when I said no YouTube on today while I'm I mean, I was out for a couple hours too, out at the estate sale and grocery shopping and stuff. So I was out for a couple hours. So it wasn't like I was just glued to my couch all day and would have been just kind of staring at the TV and not getting anything done that I wanted to do, and using that as a way to like kind of get past the no scrolling and is just watch TV. So I didn't want to do that, but I told myself when I said no sitting here watching TV all day, no YouTube all day, I did say that after 5, so in about 40 minutes, I'm allowed to put on the TV and either watch one of the ambiance, or I can watch a show or something and stop my reading for the day, and actually I'm allowed to watch TV. But I'm going to keep up with the not scrolling on my phone, trying to find something on YouTube. If I can't find something on YouTube, then I have TV shows I'm watching on, you know, the apps. I can go back to watching a TV show, but none of this sitting on my phone scrolling through videos and watching 2 minutes of it and going, not that one, because it's like less likely to hold my attention, or it's the phone creates that need for constant like mental stimulation where you're just looking for the next thing to get worked up about. And so no more scrolling for the rest of the day, but I'll probably watch some TV once it gets a little bit later. And so I'm gonna go work on this a little bit more for probably the next hour or so, and then I'll finish reading for the day, and then watch a little TV, have a little bit of a dinner, and get ready for the work week. Boo. So if any of you have read Ruth Jones, I'd love to know what you think of her books, if you like her, or if you're interested in her and you plan on reading that, let me know. And I hope that you were able to get some reading done today, or chores, or whatever, you know, if you had time spent with family or friends, or you just got to do something that was not on your phone. I hope you got to do that today and enjoy a wonderful, enriching day. I've been very happy with how even though a bunch of it I spent on a nap, I think that's a great way to just rest and restore myself. And I got some good reading done on a book I love, so I think that's a real good day. And it was hot today, like I said, and we're supposed to get rain. I don't think we're actually going to get the rain, but at least it's clouded over, and it's made it a lot more comfortable in here. I'm very happy about that. I'm not ready for a Florida summer. Another one's here. But anyway, I ramble. I hope you had a great day. I hope you got some reading done and you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.